Hello and welcome to the War Report. I'm your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT and AEW. It's a loaded week or a loaded weekend, and they announced another loaded weekend to come. And I like how we talked about, like, would you rather have the loaded weekend or like have like two pay-per-views like back to back? And then the universe said, "Motherfucker, you gonna take these loaded weekends." I don't like that.
Oh man. Yeah. This this kind of programming fiasco, whatever this is. If I was just a casual fan, I really wouldn't care that much. But because we have to watch and
Dissect everything.
analyze both shows at the same time, it is killing me, bro. This is what
Yeah.
to get through this weekend, because I was also working. So like to get through this weekend shows, like, oh my goodness, it's such a task.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. If I was a casual viewer, this would be no problem because I wouldn't even be checking out the competition. Or, the quote unquote competition. Like I would not be watching this like fully loaded, like uh these fucking 7-hour cards and shit like
Yeah,
that.
there's no way I would have watched the full Double or Nothing. For the record, I just want to start it off with I did like Double or Nothing. I don't know how you felt about it, but I actually did like the show.
I feel about it how I feel about a lot of like AEW pay-per-views, which is the in-ring is not terrible. It's not. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, it's not terrible. It's just the fact that these shows are so loaded and it makes me so tired. And it makes me not watch the next match and the next match and the next match. And I
Yes.
think they do very weird things where, what is it? This card has 11 matches, and I tweeted like a good three of these could get cut. And
I'm
I
about to
think
three or four though can get cut easily.
s- uh 11 including the pre-show. But like it would be an amazing card. Like without a shadow of
Yeah.
a doubt. But watching the over like I'm not a person that really gets overwhelmed a lot, but the overstimulating Anarchy in the Arena match that goes for 35 minutes, which is like, it's fine if it goes long, but like overstimulating for 35 minutes. And then you want to hit me with a Don Callis family versus Paragon? Triple, like,
Bro.
six-man tag? Throw that shit on Collision, bro.
Bro, when that match came, I completely forgot that match was gonna happen. So I started watching the show on Monday at probably like I think I started maybe watching it around like 7. By the time and I just watched it straight through. By the time I got to past post Anarchy in the Arena, like, okay, we got the main event, we're done, right? And I
Hmm.
saw Paragon, I saw Don Callis family come out. I audibly groaned to myself. I said, "Oh, you gotta be
Like,
fucking kidding me, bro."
it legitimately makes no sense for that match to be on this pay-per-view. And honestly, the things that I'm cutting, for real, I'm cutting the FCR Daniel Garcia Nigel McGuinness match.
Yeah.
It is nice to have Nigel McGuinness like, like back or whatever, but like this feud didn't really like it's not pay-per-view worthy. I'm gonna be
If
honest.
you, especially if you didn't watch Collision, like I'm assuming, because that's where
Yeah.
most of the story was on Collision.
Yeah. And I know you want to like reward Collision viewers and stuff like that, but like they're already watching that show as a reward. Like
Yeah.
Collision is their prize. Like you don't need to do this. Speedball versus Okada, that could have been a Collision main event as well.
I didn't mind that one though.
I just think in the grand scheme of this pay-per-view, that feud didn't even really warrant a championship match.
Okada doesn't really have feuds. He just has. He
And
just
my thing is, until he gets a feud, he does not need to be on the pay-per-view.
he doesn't.
I don't care what his legacy is in New Japan. If he's not doing anything compelling, his championship matches doesn't need to be on the pay-per-view. Now
I'm with you on that one.
When they do Kenny Omega versus Okada, I even even if you don't know the backstory, I think you're probably gonna get like a lot out of it, even if it's not like another like feud per se. Like it's just gonna
Mm,
be the nigga, you watch New Japan. Come on, son. You want to see this? I would legitimately be fine with that. But I don't need to see Speedball versus Okada. Like there's legitimately no substance there for this match to really mean anything to me. And that's why I don't feel like it really like belongs on this pay-per-view. And honestly, Don Callis family versus Paragon, nigga, that shit should even main event collision. Honestly, it should open it. I don't know where
yeah.
this feud came from.
You know what the problem with Paragon versus Don Callis family for me, which is like a lot, I guess probably a lot of East Coast viewers. It just because that match happened and we're already so late into the night. By the time I started watching Hangman versus Osprey, it was like 12:30. And I just wanted the show to be over. Like, bro, I just want to end this show already. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't fully enjoy the main event probably as much as I probably would have if it was
If
like
it wasn't
11:30 at
midnight.
night. Yeah, it wasn't past midnight when I'm watching it. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm
um,
tired. And it went
and
37 or whatever the hell minutes it went.
yeah, damn, like 4 seconds away from being 37.
Yeah.
Just
Plus, if
shy
you
of
add
like,
adding entrances and all the other shit, it's probably like 45 minutes to be honest.
yeah.
So
And what is it? Mild, uh, what is it? In the trenches here, like, what is it? Brian Alvarez, Wrestling Observer was just like, yeah, a lot of people, like, a lot of the wrestlers agree, like, these pay-per-views are going too long. And yeah,
but we've been
and
saying that for years. That's not
yeah,
new.
we've been saying that for years. And you know what? AEW is gonna do it. And then the people that have been telling us this, telling us shut up, fuck Triple H and his like seven, the 5 match cards. We're getting like a whole bunch of bang about a buck and all this sort of shit. Soon as AEW cuts down and this will be like a 7 match pay-per-view, people are gonna go, wow, that was actually really refreshing and not having to watch wrestling past midnight. They're gonna switch up
Yeah.
so fucking quick. And it's so
Also,
annoying.
also, as much as they're definitely a medium within pay-per-view length and like how many matches be on a show. But what I will say about WWE, even if there is a lot of downtime within their matches, sometimes the downtime can be a good thing because you get to process stuff. Um, for example, I just
Just
feel
giving you a breather.
yeah, give me a second to like process what the hell I just watched. Like I just like I said, going from Anarchy in the Arena, you probably got like one promo video to clear out the ring, and then they're right back to it. I'm just like, bro,
With another like multi-man match.
yeah, I just gotta process what I just watched. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give me a second.
Hmm.
So, but at the same time, yeah, I think maybe 5 matches isn't enough on the card. It really just it
I,
varies. I think both of them
I
are kind of extreme in a way.
I think AEW could do a brisk 7.
Yeah, 7, 8. I think 7, 8 is the good
And
number.
I'd be cool with that. What is it? Hold
Yeah,
on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. Cut the fucking Don Callis family. Cut Speedball Mike Bailey. Cut FTR. And honestly, I think you have a solid show just right there. I know that
mm,
my what is it? That was 9, so like 6. Cool with that. You say keep Speedball and Okada, then that's 7 right there, and I'm cool with that.
yeah, yeah. Get Sons of Texas versus Hurt so they get out of here, bro.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, cut that. Let's cut. I would actually cut that. Honestly, shit, I cut that and the Okada match. I don't give a fuck. Like both because my criticisms about Okada versus Speedball also goes into Sir Hurt Syndicate Sons of Texas. There's no
Yeah,
substance
they're
here.
yeah. I didn't care.
Um,
Did we really need Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes on a pay per view card? Was that necessary? I guess if you really wanted to get
nah,
Hurt Business on
not even that,
and
nigga. Do we
MJF,
really do we really need Hurt Syndicate on here?
not really. No.
Like I know their opponents aren't like, nothing to be happy about either. But shit, I don't even think the champs need to really be on this shit. They have been doing fucking goofy shit with MJF for damn near a month. You don't need to be on the pay-per-view. Catch the next one when you actually like develop a feud with some people. I Yeah, no, but like I think these shows would be really solid and it would really improve my enjoyment of the show. Like you could keep the match time, go long, but I need you to cut the bullshit as well.
Well, they did go long.
Well, like
Yeah, I
you
know.
know, like the,
Yeah,
the the matches, fuck it, keep the match times regular. You know, Anarchy in the Arena could still go 35. Hangman Osprey could still go 36, you know, just shy of 37. But cut cut these 12-minute matches, man. And FTR and Daniel Garcia, Nigel McGuinness is going 22. Nigga, eat a dick. That's like that's like legitimately like my only like complaint about like the card. I'm not really bothered by a lot of these matches. Like, well, like, the typical like I think they could do it better sort of thing, but like I just get exhausted watching these shows. And that just hinders my enjoyment of like the whole thing.
watching a pay per view shouldn't be a task. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sometimes it
like
feels like a task to get
it
through all this.
it just feels like a lot. I think AEW could really benefit from just doing or just having less matches. Like let the matches
Less is
still go
more.
long. Just like, yeah, less is more here. And if some of these matches are just going to be things that you like put together on Collision or, it was a not like this feud started 2 weeks ago. It don't need to be here. It really doesn't. Um, and I don't know why they're so hell bent on having all these matches on the card. I'm I know for certain a lot of these motherfuckers are not like ready to spring to work. They got the guaranteed money. If they want to take a pay-per-view off, I'm sure them niggas would be like, sure. Okada Okada's here for the check. If he says no pay-per-view, I don't think it's gonna be like, oh man, tensions backstage with Okada. He missed one pay-per-view. Also, nigga trapped in the contract. You know how AEW get down. What is it? FTR one out. Nigga, you done when I say you done.
You in Guantanamo Bay, baby.
Yeah. Daniel Garcia just resigned. Match get cut. So what, nigga? What is it? Anybody in the Don Callis family? Or shit, anybody in Paragon. Where else you going, nigga? You trap. So I'm sure missing one pay-per-view with the guaranteed money that they got is not changing
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Now they're getting a pay per view bonus, as far as I know.
Shit, yeah, unless that, but like shit. I've never heard of that. So I don't think that's a real thing. Um,
I mean, the back in the day, the Mania check was the thing. That's why Vince would always have like a battle royale on the pre-show, so everybody can get on the card for the
mhm.
Mania check or whatever. But I don't know. Yeah, with the guaranteed contract now, I don't know how that works, but whatever. You want to get into the pay per view since we already like
Yeah, I
discussed
was
the
just
overall
yeah.
themes of it.
Yeah, I was just about to
Um,
just start. I don't watch the pre-show. I kind of don't even know how to. It's just on YouTube, right?
yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can briefly go over it. But the women's tag match was fine. Megan Bay and Penelope Ford lost, but they make up for it on Dynamite today. Which you
okay.
you did not you did which you did not see. So I will
Yes,
I'll break everything down for you.
okay, I would have watched Dynamite if I was not working, but thankfully, the Lord blessed me with not
with
having,
employment.
yeah, blessed me with employment to not watch it.
That's all good. Crew and RPG Vice lost to AR Fox, Hologram Commander, and Bandito. this was fine. This was a good time. You know who Commander's growing on me. I wasn't a big Commander guy. He's growing on me. I think he's improved a lot.
I mean, isn't he on Collision a lot?
Um, yeah, here and there.
Uh, yeah, I know. You like the luchador niggas on Collision, so I'm not
Oh my
surprised by
gosh!
the
Shot,
the
shot, shot to
journalistic.
Jalistico,
Yeah,
my goat.
yeah, I'm not surprised you're starting to turn around on Commander. Um, but yeah, so Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter, for the women's Owen Cup tournament finals. Winner gets a championship shot at All In. Very predictable result. I think we called it a while from now.
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, as soon as I saw her on the bracket, I was just like, yeah, she's winning. Um, I think that it's a Monet match. Like, not to say like that in a bad way, but I think like when she's on the pay-per-view, she performs really well. But I would say I wasn't really impressed by Jamie Hayter here.
Okay, I really like this match. I kind of was actually probably my favorite singles match on the show, actually. Um,
There's not a lot on this show, so
I know there's only like two, but no, I thought it was a good showing from both competitors, honestly. But yeah, like I said, a predictable. But I wasn't mad at it. I'd rather see
yeah, no.
Mercedes versus Tony Storm than Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm anyway.
Yeah.
Um, do you want me to
Okay.
get into both of these wrestlers' fate on Dynamite briefly?
Um,
Want to do it that way, or
I
what?
know
What you
I
talking
know
about?
that Jamie Hayter was involved in Tekla's. Did they say her name on the show?
Yeah, it's Tekla.
Okay, okay. So you were right all along. I knew you were, but I just never heard anybody else say it.
Well,
Um,
I thought it was Thekla, like with like the soft th. I didn't know like it was like Tekla.
okay. So a soft TH.
Is that how you say
Um,
it?
I don't know. I just found that funny that you said it. I know she pulled up on Jamie Hayter and the AEW production was really shitty and they missed the most of it. And I just thought that was really funny. I've only read about the Mercedes Moné and Tony Storm thing, but I'll let you tell that part.
Basically, yeah, Mercedes came out their usual Mercedes thing. Um, bragged about this and that, and then Tony came out. She's basically like, yeah, we both kind of left where we were at and became, our best potential here in AEW, and now we're finally meeting. And then some sexual innuendos, and then Mercedes went to go attack Tony Storm. Tony reversed it. Tony tried to do a pile driver. She reversed it. Then Mercedes ran out the ring, and that's how the show ended, if I'm not mistaken. I walked out after that. There might have been one more thing, but that's all I saw. So
I walked out after that. You
I
you
had to,
wasn't you wasn't
I had to pee.
compelled.
I had to pee. I really had to go. I thought the show was over. But that's it.
Okay. Um, I have no opinion until well, I'm gonna be real. I'm never gonna watch this episode. I if I miss it, I
I
miss it.
promise you didn't miss too much. I'll be honest with you.
All I saw was that there was a lot of botches on this show, and
Yeah, he was wild in this episode,
like,
man.
and normally like a lot of the botches in AEW really comes from production. Like, what is it? I was watching the Botchamania, and then on Collision, they were playing like unrendered or just like blank graphics, like all
Yeah, I
throughout the
saw
show.
that was so weird. I noticed that.
I was just like, all right, once, twice, all right, I get it. Nigga, that shit happened 7 times throughout the show, and
That's
nobody said
crazy.
nothing.
Nobody fixed it. They probably had already pre-recorded, had it done. They were just like, shit.
You know what? You're so right.
They probably just
Um,
had it all done. They didn't even think about it. Like when you just turn your paper in or whatever, you're like, whatever, fuck it, I don't even care.
them niggas could have edited in post. Them niggas don't care. Them niggas say they sickos, bro. They gonna eat whatever come out these jeans. But yeah. Next we got FTR defeats Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness. I think we predicted that this was the case because we needed to solidify FTR's heel turn. Um,
Yeah.
the only thing about this is that like I'm just not largely impressed by them beating Daniel Garcia and a commentator. Like I know Nigel McGuinness's like legacy in ROH and all that sort of stuff, but like in AEW, he's just color commentary. So I think they need a bigger competitor, like a more established opponent. Like I don't know why is like Edge hurt.
I don't know what Edge is doing.
Like
I
and
mean,
then
I'm well.
oh go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, keep going, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say we'll see where they go from here. As far as FTR go, they were not on Dynamite. Nor
Surprise,
was Daniel
surprise.
Garcia, nor was Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness.
Surprise.
Um, I thought that as far as this match goes, it felt really old school. FTR put a lot of heat on Nigel McGuinness. Garcia with the comeback. At the end, they had Nigel McGuinness in the shadow machine outside the ring, so he was out of the equation. And for some reason, I don't know why they felt need to like really protect Garcia by like not having him tap out, or just he just passed out instead. I don't really understand the logic with that, but I mean, I think it would probably be more definitive if he just beats him
Yeah.
rather
Um
with a pin. If you didn't want to tap him out, just beat him with a pin. You can even cheat if you really want to do it that
yeah,
way.
right. I don't know
I
why
thought it was
they have to
interesting.
protect them so much here, but that's AEW. Like you get roll ups and not folding. Um and honestly, I do think that hurts a lot of people because nothing is truly like definitive, like, and I don't know why they couldn't just beat Daniel Garcia. Like
Or pin
that would,
Nigel.
yeah, or pin Nigel. Like if Nigel's gonna be in this match and then he don't want to do the job, like fuck off. But FCR, they probably would have been like, nah, man, we can't do that to you, man. We
We
respect you too
respect you too
much.
much.
We, all that meat right and
And
shit they be
glaze,
on.
a lot of glaze.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is that I think this heel turn is whatever, much needed, right?
Mhm.
If this doesn't end with them beating the people that got them down here, aka the Death Riders, then I think this is all for naught. You got to spin back on the niggas that beat your ass, especially if you're gonna like be this character or be these heel characters that are vindictive and then are seeking revenge, are like doing all this shit. Like if you're not gonna spin back on the niggas that whoop your ass a lot, then I think this is all for naught. Cause like who is the end game
Well, that
if
would
it's not
that would have
them?
to baby face the Death Rider, which I just don't think is happening.
Honestly, them niggas do heels versus heels all the fucking time.
Good point.
So
That's a fair point.
I, AEW like to say this shit gray, nigga. That shit ain't black and white. I think in this heel turn, like I don't think that the tag titles is like their destination, or I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that shouldn't be their destination. It should be spinning back on the Death Riders. And I know that this destination kind of is realistically going to lead them to Edge and Christian, and I don't think that is like where they need to be either.
They want it.
That's where all that meat Ryan gets you. They riding that meat bicycle this. Um, Next match we get Ricochet defeating Mark Briscoe in a stretcher match. This was a stretcher match, and I thought you just win when you strap your opponent to the stretcher.
Now you got to push them past the goal. In WWE, there was like a
Oh yeah, you
line
got
that
to
you get to
put
push
yeah,
them
yeah,
past the
yeah,
line or
yeah, yeah.
whatever.
But like this seems to be more of an ambulance match than a stretcher match.
Yeah, they kind of combine them both. I guess it's fine. I guess there's no real definitive
Yeah,
handbook
there
rule on what a stretcher match is.
you
So,
you are right, but I would have just called it an ambulance match if I had to put the nigga in the ambulance anyway.
but in an
Just a
ambulance
nip,
match,
just a light nitpick.
you don't have to put him on a stretcher if it's an ambulance match. You can toss that boy in.
That is true.
You feel me?
They should probably like have a honestly like it is a unique blend of the two. I feel like AEW should just come up with a new name for it or like their own unique
Mm.
name for it.
A hospital match,
Yeah, awesome.
local medical facility match.
All right. That was the most like what is it? WWE forum in 2011 type shit. Niggas are so
Oh,
mad that they said local medical facility like They don't want people storming that fucking hospital looking for goddamn Sami Zayn or goddamn whoever the fuck. Um,
Still don't know why
I,
this is an ambulance match
yeah, I mean,
in the
yeah,
first
it's
place.
whatever. Um, it's fine with me, man. It's whatever. Like we're fighting for the honor of Gwen. I said it wrong on purpose, but
That
it
shooting
is
star
what it is.
press, that shooting star press on the stretcher. I wrote notes for this, by the way. That shooting star press on this on the stretcher. That was a wild spot. He's a wild boy for that.
Yeah, it was epic. So I
Do
give it
you
that.
do you think that was a real cleaning product? Because putting that on your bald head, that can't be like safe, can it?
I'm gonna assume Ricochet washed his head when he got back to the hotel room because yeah,
I'm just,
that is
the
not
typical.
safe.
That don't
But
sound
also,
right.
but also like Ricochet really just a bald bitch to these niggas. Like that's it. Like that's all AEW uses this nigga for. He's just a bald hoe.
Taz
Like this.
Taz got him again today. He was like, "Hey, bald." like Taz ain't
Yeah,
bald.
yeah.
You're a
Like
different
this.
kind of bald, nigga.
And then I saw a tweet which I was just like, I don't think that's what the feud is. And it was just like Ricochet and Mark Briscoe are fighting over who's more bald.
No, Mark Briscoe had the little mohawk joint. He
Yeah,
ain't
no,
bald.
but that's what somebody tweeted, and I was just like, I don't
Uh,
think that's what they're fighting over, fellas, but
not
it is what
not
it
that
is.
not that was over there. It's pretty extreme.
But yeah,
What happened to
this match was, it would yeah. I don't have any
uh
real strong feelings about it, but a lot of good spots though.
Mark Briscoe had a match on Dynamite where he teamed with Speedball Mike Bailey and Willow Nightingale to wrestle Marina Shafir, John Moxley, and Gabe Kidd in a mixed trios match. And yeah, Death Riders won. That's
Yeah,
kind of it. I don't really know. I don't understand the composition of this team, where this came from, but it was just three faces versus the Death Riders, and Death Riders won. Um, did anything else happen in that match? I remember from recall. No, that was pretty much it. They won the match, so take with that what you will.
I'm taking nothing. Uh, we got Hurt Syndicate defeating Sons of Texas. I'm gonna be really real with you. My
I had
eyes
no
was
notes.
closed. My eyes was closed, nigga. I didn't want
I,
to watch this shit at all.
we can skip it. Honestly, I have no notes. I didn't even write any
Um,
notes down. I was like, I don't care.
yeah, and you know what? I actually, what is it? I think I tweeted it like Monday after I like finished watching this show. I was just like, come Wednesday, no Von Wagner. I'm gonna not remember a lot of shit here. And I think that's just like another thing with like these loaded weekends and then AEW pay-per-view just being like so fucking long. Like a lot of stuff happened, and if I truly feel like it's not important, I'm not gonna commit that shit to memory.
Yeah, it wasn't important.
So
Um,
I
also,
I will be
okay.
moving along after your point.
Oh no, say on Dynamite there was a video package with Hurt Business and MJF, and it feels like he cut most of the promo in the video, so I'm assuming like he kind of acclimated into. They made it really feel like he was really acclimated into the group now. So I'm interested to see where that goes.
After like one
Well, he had to be official
one
first.
one match being at ringside. I'm with the gang.
Yeah, he with the gang now. He talking that talk. That's that.
Ridiculous. Okay. Um,
Obviously, no Sons of Texas was going to be on the show. I did not see
yeah,
them.
take y'all bitch asses where the fuck y'all
Not the
belong, man.
ROH, the ROH
Yeah,
boy.
the fuck out of here. Um, Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey. That drop kick. Um,
Ooh, yeah, that was a good spot. I
whew.
like that.
Okada's always had a really good drop kick. That shit was
He's one of
always
the best. It's
yeah.
him. It's Maven. Um,
Rhea
Billy. I
Ripley
mean
also had a
Billy,
really good one, but she's not. I wouldn't say she's like known for her drop
but
kick, but
consistent. I'm trying to think like consistent drop kickers.
yeah.
Maven. Miles Bourne has a good one. We'll get into that. He's a pretty good drop kick. It ain't
Hmm.
Maven level. I think Hardcore Holly is all time drop kick guy. Who else got a really good drop kick?
You a real fucking wrestling nerd, bro.
Why?
No,
Some people got a really
knowing
good drop kick.
knowing precise drop kicks and who and who got
Hard
them.
Go. I guarantee if you go on YouTube, there's a hardcore Holly dropkick compilation. I guarantee you.
If not, you need to start making you should start making those fucking
I don't
wrestling
have the
mixtape
time.
shits or
I don't
edits
have
on
time for
TikTok,
all
bro.
that. I do not have the
Hey
time
man,
for
when I
that.
did my LeBron win, it only took me like an hour, and the
Hold on, I'm
hour
gonna say
was like trying to find non-watermarked footage of LeBron.
I can't find a compilation, but they do have videos of him just doing the dropkick.
Nigga, that's all you, bro. You better get to it. Um, but yeah, this match is like fine, like, but like still, this is just like one of those things where I'm just like, there's no real substance. Like, why should I care who wins here? Especially when I know they want to do Kenny Omega versus Okada hella bad.
Yeah.
So I'm just like I can't really be too invested or, care too much about this. I ain't gonna hold you.
No Okada on Dynamite, by the way.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, he's rarely on there anyway. The only time
he
he's
more
on
he
there,
seems like a more of a collision guy too, honestly.
yeah, normally he's just on there to promote like the next quick match that he's gonna have.
I didn't call you a bitch.
Yeah. Like I don't really think he's like there a lot. Um or like, like around for that shit a lot. Uh Tony Storm versus Mina Shirakawa for the women's championship. Um
That's fine.
not yeah, not really impressed by this at all.
I had no real
And
thoughts.
and I just want to say one thing before we move on here is that Harley Cameron and Anna Jay, they be touching on each other crazy. Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa kissing after this, but NXT is the Gooner show.
Yeah. Booker T says when Stephanie McCarron does a move. Real gooner shit.
This shit is so crazy. Like if we just called them both Gooner shows, I'd be like, all right, whatever, right? But nah, this shit turn a blind eye to this whole shit. Like this shit is killing me, bruh.
WWE is the Epstein company, remember? Hey yo,
Yeah.
speaking of real quick before we get in, Johnny Ace, brother, that boy flipped on Vince so quick. He
Snitch?
said,
You bet I
you bet
told.
I did. First of all, if I'm Vince, I would never be Vince. But if I was Vince, I'd have to kill him. He gotta die. You're not about to do this to me.
You're
Every
not about to
look,
you're not about to throw we both going under that
we
bus,
we were
brother.
both we were both doing dirt. You ain't about to flip on me. No, you gotta die. I have to kill you.
Yeah.
We
That's the Stringer Bell flipping on Avon.
pretty much. That's
Just like
that's crazy. I think the
yeah.
justice system is so crazy where you could just blow like, yo, you know what? I'll like going to jail. I'll snitch on everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Even if you did the foul shit.
It's
That's
the
so
thing
like
the
it's so
thing
interesting.
the thing is that like I get what you're saying, but like informants go a long way for these niggas.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. I
and
know what
then
they want.
yeah, and then when you become an informant, you basically they bitch for life. Cause they
Yeah, he's
cause
cooked.
you still did something illegal, nigga. And then soon as you no longer serve your purpose, you're cooked. Um,
That's
so
crazy.
soon as Johnny Ace ain't got no more dirt,
He's supposed to be my man's, bro.
Vince gonna get that nigga, man. Um,
He gonna send them
and
boys on him.
and then also like I think his life is flat. Like I don't think he could get a job after this. Like who the fuck
Ooh,
want to
Johnny
work with?
Ace?
Yeah, who the
I
fuck
would
want to
hope
work
he
with this
saved up
nigga?
enough by now. I mean, hope I mean, get a pension or whatever the fuck he got going on over at WWE. I'm sure his position, he was getting paid a good amount. You feel
Yeah,
me? Like I
doing
would hope he has some bread still after all this.
doing foul shit.
Wow.
Fucking yeah,
Really
be
nasty
like,
motherfucker.
I didn't go to jail, nigga. We know you did that foul shit. We know you snitched, nigga.
We know you was there.
Yeah, but this match largely like not really impressive. Like I think Mina's cool. I don't think Tony's cool. But like, so this match is just like it is what it is.
Mina will be on Collision this week.
Of course. All right. Anarchy in the Arena.
Mm,
Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale. The Ops defeats the Death Riders. Um,
and Young Bucks.
and yeah, and the Young Bucks. One thing I'll say about this whole thing is that we need to we need to stop the music aspect of this.
Ooh, controversial. Okay.
The music aspect of this, it's too much.
Too much sensory overload.
Because one, I have to watch you do all this stupid shit. I have to listen to this, and then I have to listen to fucking commentary talk over y'all.
It's a lot.
I don't, and it's 45 minutes long. I mean, 35 minutes long. That is
Well, the
too
music
much.
wasn't playing the whole match.
I know, but like, just stop it. Just stop doing that, please.
I asked on Twitter, what 2000 new metal song would you want playing during your match if you had to choose one?
I saw that, and I was just like, man, I couldn't think of a new metal song at the time because I felt like I was gonna pick a song, and it was actually not new metal, so I
It
didn't pick
didn't.
anything.
I guess it didn't necessarily have to be new. I don't even know if Drowning Pool is really new metal. That doesn't. I mean,
Cause like
I don't really. I don't even know if you would consider Bodies new metal. Now that I think about it, because Kenny said new metal. I'm like, I don't think. Let me look that up.
I mean Lincoln, oh, what is it? Corn, Lincoln Park, like they're all
That
listed
that
as that. Um well like because
I get.
I'm on Wikipedia right now, or like I'm on Google right now. Um
I get. I mean, I guess they are considered new metal according to. But I feel like Bodies doesn't. It doesn't. Like I'm sure they make new metal style music, but I don't think Bodies is a new metal song. If that makes sense.
yeah, so I was gonna go with a Deftones song, but they are alternative
Yeah, Deftones
metal.
is not. It's not new metal at all. I
Wikipedia
probably
says
would
that they're new metal, but like I'm not jocking that. I know they're not.
if I were. I'd probably go basic and go break stuff. Just 'cause I love break stuff so much. It's one of my favorite
Um
all time favorite songs.
I was also gonna pick a System of a Down song, but I don't think they're new metal either.
They're more just straight up metal.
Let's see
I
what
feel
Google
like
says.
not. I don't know because they kind of like
They're
it's like
listed as they're listed as
yeah
progressive
progressive.
metal,
Yeah, because they kind of like they have like kind of like an orchestral vibe to them in a way,
which is
almost
fucking fire.
almost like opera. Like if you listen to like Chop Stewie, it almost has like a opera
Yeah.
aspect to it. You know what I mean?
hmm
So yeah, I can see how it's more progressive than metal. Because I mean, even if there are metal aspects,
Uh,
we're in too deep.
I know, but I honestly couldn't pick a song because I just didn't know like the bands that I was picking from. I was just like I don't know what to pick. But if I had to pick anything, just looking at Google right now, um, I'll pick a corn song, just any corn song.
I only know one corn song.
Um, just any. Like I'm I wouldn't say like I'm a like the bands that are listed here as like new metal. I don't listen to a lot of Corn. I don't listen to a lot of Slipknot. I don't listen to a lot of Limp Bizkit. And I like Linkin Park, but that's not the song that I'd be whooping a nigga ass to. Um, personally. So I can't I can't pick. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Um, but yeah, this match is a lot overstimulating. A lot of stuff goes on. When the match started, or like around like the match beginning, and they tried to do like the quad screen thing, nigga, I almost opened up like Drake when he drank the Sprite. That's that is the overstimulating shit that I'm talking about. That shit needs
But
to stop.
you gotta go into the match knowing you're going to be overstimulated because I mean that's
Oh, I
what you
don't have
ask
to like
of
it.
them. You don't have to like it, no. I will say this much: I like this match better than last year's.
I don't remember last
They had
year's.
ridiculous spots. Nigga got set on fire. That's all you need to know.
Oh yeah, yeah, we talked about it last week.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
niggas
yeah,
got set on fire. There were no setting on fire in this match. It already gave me. It's already a plus for me.
yeah.
I did write some notes. for this one. It was like I had to write notes for this match. What the hell the Bucks got on was the first note I put. Second note was Pointer Sisters. Why are we playing Pointer Sisters? I don't understand.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
understand.
not a good phone.
That was more confusing than Bodies. I was
Yeah,
like, I was like, why is this playing? Bodies. I thought it was fine. I didn't. I thought it was a cool moment just to hear the crowd singing and everybody getting hype. Um, Hobbs throwing Yuta off the balcony. I thought it was a fun spot.
tough.
The moonsault off the balcony from Kenny Omega. I didn't think he would still do shit like that, but I guess he did do that recently. When
Osprey.
yeah, with Osprey. So see, breaking the speaker. Nick Jackson with the swanton off the stage.
The breaking the speaker, I like that spot a lot. Because it happened to Swerve.
Stapler spot. You know they gotta do that weird, gross out, whatever the fuck spots they like to do.
Hmm.
Um, including Swerve getting his tongue stapled. Nasty ass nigga.
Yeah,
Uh,
they were doing a lot of like the stapling, which I don't understand what this new obsession with the stapling is.
they like to do a
Um,
little gross out spot every once in a while. Because
I
they know
didn't.
it'll get the internet talking.
I mean, I don't know. It's fine, but like I think like I think that was stupid because they were doing that shit a lot, and people were getting like stapled like multiple times, like just not like once. Like there was really like
Yeah.
doing it, and then like they weren't really writhing in pain. Like they didn't care. Like they were up in seconds after being stapled in the tongue or like in the ear or whatever, forehead, all sorts of shit, to the point where niggas started begging for it.
Sicko mode. Real sickos. Um, Hook returned. Joe was excited, but Hook was like, I ain't fuck with y'all niggas, to be
Yeah, which
honest.
was just like whatever.
I
Whatever
get it.
Hook's beef is with Joe and shit like that. If it's like you replace me mad quick with Hobbs, nigga, please. You shouldn't have been up anyway, white boy.
What's he big black and jacked? You're not.
No, the way they were all rocking that shirt was too funny to me.
um the tax in the mouth spot with the BTE trigger. I'm always a big fan of that spot. Um One wing angel off the stage, crazy. Swerve with them weak ass Reeboks he got
Those
with the
shits are
tax on them.
so ugly.
Weak ass sneakers. Fuck Swerve, man. My biggest gripe with this match is not even the match itself. It's what I talked about last week when I said this match means nothing in the grand scheme of things. You know how I know it
Yeah,
meant nothing? Because they
because
didn't talk
Death
about
Rider.
it
Uh,
at all on the show. There
Normally
was
is because the Death Riders lost. Like when the Death Riders lose, that match meant nothing.
bro, they didn't speak. As far as I heard, I didn't hear them speak on this anything outside of maybe like a quick something from the commentary. None of the wrestlers
Mhm.
that were involved in it spoke on it. Like, what the hell? What the hell we had this match for? If that was the case, where there was no follow up, the win meant nothing, and everybody like Mark Briscoe. I'm not Mark Briscoe. Swerve immediately focuses back on Hangman, like you didn't get your tongue stapled yesterday or like a couple days ago. You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah, and
You
then
know,
Hangman of all people,
yeah,
you know that nigga losing.
Mox and Death Riders had a match, but I don't believe remember them speaking on Anarchy and Arena. Really, just they just had the match. Who else was in that match? Uh, where's the damn thing at? I lost it. Oh, Bucks weren't on the show. The Ops they had a match, didn't speak on it. Willie
Hmm.
Nightingale, she had a match, didn't speak on it. Swerve didn't speak on it. Kenny wasn't on the show. That's what you know what I mean. Just like, what was the point of the match? Imagine if like after Seth, like after Drew and CM Punk had that Hell in a Cell match, and they just
They
didn't
never spoke
speak on
about
it.
it.
That could never happen. That's basically what happened. It drives me crazy. Like, it's like, what's even the point, bro? That was my biggest gripe with it. It wasn't even the matches. I thought everybody in the match worked hard, and I actually enjoyed the Anarchy and Arena. But for yeah, just for all that did not mean anything.
Mm,
Just crash TV for the sake of it.
that's AEW for you, man. That's normally how they fucking operate. Um, yeah, I have no further thoughts about the match. If you do, I say your piece because I'm gonna go to the main event.
We're skipping the 6 man. I don't because I don't want to talk about it
Yes,
anyway.
I will be skipping that 6 man because I didn't watch that shit
Uh,
either.
I can speak briefly on Adam Cole. He had a match against Kyle Fletcher for the championship. Got his
Mhm.
bell rung. Boy, got his shit rocked. Um, so the match ended in a DQ when Josh Alexander came out for whatever reason, getting your stablemate DQ'd for what I don't know. Which led into a match between Josh Alexander and Brody King, which Brody King wins. So we're back to the stop start or Brody King push.
They saw Alistair getting that big push. They said, "Oh no, 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 got to put his niggas on." Um, it is what it is. Will Ospreay versus Hangman Page.
I feel like I've
Uh,
become an expert in the old Will Ospreay match and how they're gonna go. I,
um,
it's the same complaint I'm gonna have every single time. He just is doing too much. There's too much when it don't need to be. You could have a great match and do like you could have cut about, especially how late it was. You could have cut about like 15 minutes out of the match, and it would have been. And I think you would have got the same effect.
just a lot of finishers, a lot of finisher spam, kicking out. I feel like Ospreay gets a lot of praise for shit that Johnny Gargano was getting cooked for. Um, because like,
I don't know. Gargano was kind of ridiculous.
I
Gargano was
mean,
pretty ridiculous.
is it not the same here? That
I mean,
nigga Osprey kicks out of a fucking lot.
Osprey's bad, but that guy. I forgot what match it was. There was one Gargano match.
It
I was
was
like,
it
all
was the it was the Adam Cole match
right.
with
I was like, all right, dog.
all of fucking with all of
Undisputed
Undisputed
Era.
Era. Did they finish it to him all that shit in the outside? That nigga got rolled up. What?
That's it. That's it. Oh hell no. That was
Um,
crazy. I had that. Osprey never done no shit like that before. He's been pretty
you,
bad. He ain't done
you
that.
know what? If he went against the Death Riders, I bet he would.
He might. Damn, I didn't think about that.
See,
Guess we
you
won't
you
know no time soon.
yeah, because this nigga petitioned to not win.
We gonna talk about that too.
I yeah. Um. But yeah, this match is the match is a lot. Like I do think it's fine, but like it's just another thing. Just like this match and AEW's pay-per-view as a large, like just follow like my same like sort of complaint. Like less could have been a lot more here. Um, them just going buckshot lariat for hidden blade, like a lot. Them doing like the standoff shit or whatever, like that was a lot too. Like and then y'all do it again and then you get the win. Like it would have been cool if y'all did it the first time and then you got the win. Like it was already shocking to me that Hangman won.
Yeah.
Um, but like like AEW matches to me likes to take people on like a ride, and that ride is the roller coaster. So there's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of where you think is going to be the finish and then it's not. And you think it's going to finish and it's not. And you think it's finish and it's not. And then, roller coasters always end at like a very regular elevation, where you could just like walk out and then go down the stairs. You feel me? And that's what Osprey matches and a lot of the AEW main event like sort of style, quote unquote, um, is. And with it already being late, with me being already pissed that there's a Don Callis and Paragon match after I just watched the Anarchy in the Arena, I can't say I was really feeling this. And e- even and then that's just on the pay-per-view. If I wanted to like just grade this on its own, on its lonely, like just as itself, like still this match is too fucking long.
Yeah, it's too long. You know what the problem with Osprey
Hmm.
is? Um, I think he's trying too hard to make an epic
He's been doing that for a really long time,
for a long
and
time.
and
I
if
think if
and it works for a lot of people, but I've been seeing this for a really long fucking time from Osprey, and I'm just kind of tired of it. Like to me, he hasn't necessarily really grown as a performer.
no, I don't think so either. He's still the same thing he's been since 2018 or whatever.
Uh, yeah, yeah, just about that time. Um, so like,
And
do
you
I
said
think this match is good? Yes. Would I like it
yeah,
more if it was shorter? Also, yes.
yeah.
Um, I'm surprised that Heyman won. Yes.
I'm at two schools of thought. After that report came out, which I don't know why that report came out. That report did not need to come out. um,
That was the save phase. Once it because they did it for
who
Swerve
saved
too.
whose phase? I don't. They
That's
did.
the thing. That's the thing. It's a safe face, but who?
That's what I'm saying.
Who does it help here? Like Hangman and Will Ospreay being like, nah, man, you should win. No, you should get a title match. You should main event a pay-per-view. No, you should main event a pay-per-view. Is the confusing shit that really bothered me about their go home pay-per-view. I mean, their go home promo last week, where it was just like, for talking for like 10 minutes talking about like you don't got what it takes. I'm that guy. A few weeks earlier, this is not about your redemption, this is my about my ascension, and then go, but if I lose, I fuck with you, dog. Like, what?
I don't know. I just don't. Outside of storyline talk, I just like me personally. I'm not even one of these like alpha dog type niggas, you know what I mean? But just like me personally, if you're gonna talk all this talk about you're the best in the world, nobody can fuck with you, yada yada yada, this and that. I'm expecting you to want to, take the ball and run the ball when your name is called. But to fucking lateral the ball back to somebody else because you don't want to deal with that to me doesn't sound like the best wrestler in the world. You know what I mean? It's like as much as corny as it is that I said this on Twitter, but like as corny as it is that Cody Rhodes puts a little QB1 on his jackets or whatever, it's dumb. But like I know he means that shit. I know he's willing to take the ball and run with it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, even to a degree, Moxley, you could tell Moxley was like, okay, look, shit ain't going the way it should go. I'm about to take the ball and run. Now he might be running backwards. I mean, with the
Yeah.
ball, he might have lost a couple yards, but you know, what I mean? My point is, at least he's willing to do it. I don't think Moxley would ever defer a championship win or some shit to somebody else. He ain't doing that. So to me, it's just
um
like, what? I don't know. And plus, then it makes Tony Khan look incompetent again because the report was like, yeah, he didn't have much to do with it, even though Sean Ross Sapp kind of corrected it later or whatever the fuck.
try to clean it up
Yeah,
later. Well, I'm just
but
like, nigga,
like,
please.
why are you?
Holding
That
so much
doesn't even
water
make
for these
sense.
niggas,
That
man.
not only that, but just like this is supposed to be the biggest main event of the year. Why wouldn't you be involved in the decision for the biggest main event of the year? How does that make any
Yeah.
sense?
Like, like, why don't you already have a champion in mind?
You should have this already planned out. What's about to happen? I would hope so.
Yeah. Well, nigga, we saw that Manila folder, but that
We know he got it lined up
nigga,
for the next 6 months.
that nigga is wrestling by like, he booking by the day. But also, it's just like to me, like, what is it? I also put on Twitter is just like, you put out this report. I'm just looking at this nigga like Michael Irvin, bro. Like, nobody believes in you. You let a Hangman Page go into your house, or you let Osprey go into your house, eat your food. What are you prepared to do about it? And what that nigga prepared to do about it? Lay the fuck down. Nigga, where's your drive?
That's what I'm saying.
Why
How you
don't you
supposed to be
like
the best?
why don't you want to be the face of the company?
Because me and
Why
you've been saying for like for a year now, he should have been top guy by now. He's been feuding with Don Callis family for a whole year instead of like where he should be in that main event spot.
and then just other like couple other things, it's just like this is the second year in a row that you're just like, nah, I don't want to win the big one. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that too. It makes me wonder. that's why people in my mentions were like, you know what? Maybe the reason was because they know they're losing. Whoever's wrestling Moxley is gonna lose. And I was
But
like,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
could be
whatever.
it.
Like, if the constellation prize is a main event that you don't win,
That's still
that's not a
pretty
good
good.
comp. That's not a good comp. That's not a prize, nigga. And then also, it's just like, oh, like whoever whoever's gonna win is gonna lose to Moxley. Nigga, why the fuck aren't you politicking to fucking win?
Well, Moxley got the pull. That's Mox. They ain't gonna say no to him.
Nigga, that nigga is running the show to the fucking ground.
I think Tony Khan's pretty satisfied with
That nigga don't know. That nigga
whatever's
don't know
going
what
on.
he like. That nigga don't know what he like. He just want to make sure that Moxley don't leave. That's for
Yeah,
fucking certain. Because just I'm gonna say the same thing for Osprey. Moxley loses that title. What the fuck is he gonna be doing in that mid card? Osprey lost here. What the fuck is he about to be doing in the mid card?
that's where I'm a little confused because I mean, after on Dynamite, it seemed like they were forwarding whatever storyline they got going on with Swerve and Hangman, which I do think is Hangman's end game. And probably some kind of tag run with Swerve, I would imagine. So yeah, I don't really fully know what the hell is Osprey gonna do at Forbidden, not Forbidden Door, All In. I don't. I had no idea. If it's another Don Callis fucking fight again, I'm gonna rip my hair out. Um,
If that's like
unless
if
they
he's
unless
just
they do Osprey Swerve, which is I guess is a possibility.
yes, a lot of things are in a possibility, but I feel like this is not where he should be because he's already done that.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you what why would you want to swerve with feud again feud with Swerve again? Just last year, you was politicking to lose to the nigga.
He wants to win back.
When there's nothing on the line?
Yeah,
What's it like that? It makes no fucking sense to me. And then honestly, and then you can't do all this fucking big talk talking about, you talking all this shit about WWE. Oh, these niggas need to go to the make sure the indies good before they come here, blah blah this and that. When half the roster is fucking WWE motherfuckers or ex WWE motherfuckers.
who do you
And
think
then
you
you're
are?
and then yeah, who the fuck you think you are? And then your end game is to wrestle fucking Kyle Fletcher again?
I
Suck
hope
my
not.
dick. Are you serious? Like, you can't be talking cash shit all week
That's my
and
point.
then
That's my
lose.
point. Yeah, you talking cash shit and then you just
You talk cash
giving up
shit about
L's.
being you talk cash shit about being the best in the world. This is where the best wrestle, nigga. You're a mid carder right now by choice. Are
That
you
ass.
fucking serious? I
That's
can't.
funny.
I can't with this nigga, man. When CM Punk said that guaranteed money made niggas lazy, looking at Osprey, this nigga is lazy. He
I
already
don't
got
know
the
if it,
bag. He don't want to work hard. Like he don't want to work to maintain the bag. Or he don't have to work hard to maintain the bag. It's guaranteed bread. He don't have to be that championship caliber nigga. Or
what's crazy too?
what is it? Do the duties as a champion, whatever. He's going on podcasts I never fucking heard of before, talk shit on Twitter, and then lose on TV by choice.
I think I'm starting to understand why Triple H's words that weren't directly directed at him, but he felt that way about it, hit
That
him
was
so hard.
the truth hurts.
The truth hurt. I do. I genuinely think the truth hurt, and he couldn't. He like, damn.
Since Triple H has said that, Osprey has been on a campaign to prove that nigga right. Hit dogs fucking holler, and this nigga is loud.
Loud. Everything Triple H said, he said you could. You niggas don't want to really do the grind. Yeah, I mean, they ain't really built for this like they say they are.
And
Yeah, he
and
felt the way about it. And you know
and
what?
and you know what?
Maybe Triple H was right.
Yes, and then just going back on the point before we move on and talk about NXT, you like we already knew that whoever's going to be going to All In is losing to Moxley. But the fact that chat you don't even want the accolade of being the Owen Hart champion on your resume, on your belt in this company, what the fuck?
He had nothing. He really, technically, he
All,
really.
all, all you are is the US fucking champion, and you weren't even that long.
He did have the international championship, huh? I forgot about that.
Yeah, he had that horrible feud with fucking MJF that lasted only like 3 weeks.
Hmm.
Hold on, let me see what he's won in AEW so far. AEW Intercontinental Champion twice. This nigga's a glorified mid-carder, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
This nigga's in the best in the world. He does everything better. This nigga only has two mid-card championships by choice. NXT, man.
Briefly, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything on Dynamite. Uh, Clutcher, Frat House versus the Ops. Also, Frat House. They have a Frat House gimmick in Ring of Honor. I guess I didn't know about. And it was Cole Carter, Griff Garrison, and Preston Vance. If you're wondering where those three people were, I forgot Preston
Trust
Vance
me,
still worked there.
I never was.
I saw Preston. I was like, damn, Preston Vance still over there. Cody can get him out of there yet. Um, Cole Carter too.
No, because you
Cody,
remember
Cody,
he was in
Cody D had to swim with the
WWE.
fishes, boy.
Yeah, had to go deep. That nigga was on that shit. Until he classified why he was booted, I'm just gonna assume that he was on that shit.
He's on that shit, bro. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got
Big,
for
sorry, bid on that shit in like 20 in like the 2020s, bruh. Is crazy, bro. There's so many different body types and shit. You got the performance center. You do contingent. Get off that shit, bruh. They gonna make sure you right.
who you need to tone up a little bit though? Gabe Kid. I was looking at him earlier. He kind of like you feel like me.
Man, that nigga nothing impressive, man. So it is what it is. Mediocre body, mediocre talent. Um,
Mm.
NXT Battleground.
Battleground. Interesting show.
Interesting show indeed. I'm gonna start with Soruka defeating Kalani Jordan for the North American Women's Championship. I thought this match was good, not better than that first one.
I like this one better. I thought this one felt less choreographed than the first one did. Um, and I thought just the growth of both of these opponents. I think I
That
tweeted
was also
about
really nice.
Kalani Jordan. I just think she's so much better. She's before she felt like a gymnast trying to be a wrestler. Now she looks like a wrestler, if that
Hmm.
makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so Ruka, I think she's just a generational talent. Regardless, she's just that. She's the one.
yeah. Um, I I do agree. Like I think like the development aspect of this is really cool. And commentary does mention that a lot, but I don't know. I really did like extremely choreographed or not. I did really enjoy that match. Um, yeah, I guess like I guess I really liked the first one a lot because I was like the first time and it was novel or like the novelty of it. But I probably if I watch both like back to back, I'd be like swayed in either direction. I'm gonna be honest. Um, I do think both are good, but I'm leaning towards more of the first match, all things considering. Um, yeah, but they're really good. They are getting better. Um, crazy that a heel turn for Kalani Jordan has worked out as well as it has. Um, because I remember in the Discord, and I think I hear at some point we were just like, this she needs to do something because she's like very robotic on the mic. She's not like really well, like the in ring was always great, but as soon as she was talking to a goddamn Jada Parker or a Roxanne, or, anybody of heel archetype, they were smoking her shit.
Mm-hmm.
I came up with a nice idea. I would have loved to see her in a tag team. But it is what it is. I think all things considering, I think it worked out really, really well. Um, I thought there was going to be a shoe to drop here with Zarya, and it hasn't happened. So,
I
she
I
gets
think I think
thrown out. So
Tatum I think Tatum Paxley is going to be the cause of the breakup, whatever this is.
please let her be the cause of that and keep the culling far as fuck away from her.
Mm.
Please. Um, I I don't need that match to be in my brain in any capacity. Or the possibility of her like or just like watching her be in that like nothing group. I don't need that. I don't want to remember that. I don't want to go on Twitter or whatever fucking social media website we're gonna be on 7 years from now and then see a tweet be like, remember when WWE did this? And it's like her and Izzy Dame just standing behind Sean Spears. I don't need that, bro. I really
I don't
don't.
think she's joining the culling. I don't think
I don't
so.
need that. I when they were in that segment, just looming in the background, mm, my heart skipped a beat. I was just like, please God, no.
I'm still not as big on Tatum Paxley as you are. I don't. I think she's just okay.
You think she's just okay? You would think
I
she's worse if she joins the culling.
I don't even think I would watch her.
Yeah. I see a lot of potential in her, and obviously I think WWE does as well. That's why they kept her. Um, and they got everybody else, get rid of
All her
everybody else
friends
around
are
her.
gone.
Um, but yeah. This shoe doesn't drop Rosario here, but I thought this match was cool, all things considering. It was like a 1 minute shy of 13 minutes, and that is okay with me. Um, Hank and Tank, and Josh Briggs, they defeat the culling with my nigga Ishimura.
He's back, baby.
That nigga said, "I'm going to Japan real quick." That nigga, there was a big asterisk on it. Now I'm just seeing some family real quick. I'll be right back, big dog.
I'll be right back, dog. Man. Can't
This nigga,
leave on that note. I'm coming back.
yeah, I'll
Um,
come back, big dog.
this match was nothing to me. This is if there
Yeah,
was a match
no.
that didn't need to be on this show, this was the match.
Yeah, if you want to cut, like this match was like 9 minutes, 26 seconds. If you want to cut this and just divide the 3 minutes to other matches, I'd be okay with that. Um, Actually, yeah, give that to Joe Hen like give 3 minutes to Joe Hendry, and Trick Williams, give another three to Soruka and Kalani, and then Stephanie
Or
McMahon. Oh, go ahead.
why not? They could have just had Ricky Starks versus Ethan Page on the damn show.
I feel like they needed something for Tuesday.
Yeah, I
Even
know why they did it now,
even
but
though
not
this Tuesday was very shocking.
a lot of shit happened. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I wonder how far in advance they knew that. We'll get there when we get to the show, I guess. But yeah,
yeah,
no, just like man, I didn't care. I don't remember anything that happened to be honest. Oh, I will say Nico Vance, not bad.
yeah. Well, this is only like his fifth match. He's coming along,
Yeah, he seems all right.
and honestly, like I know, like I just expressed that I'm not like a big fan of the culling at all. But if this is if this is
Sean
really the
Spears.
only yeah, if like but like if this is the only way that Nico Vance is really gonna end up on TV and really start getting new reps, and like this is like if the culling is the only way that he's gonna get development and improve, I'm fine with that. But I ain't gotta like everything else about this. Like that is probably like the one like I would say like the two positive things about or like the positive things about the culling is that Brooke Jensen, who is really good, is also on TV. Nico Vance, he gets to develop, and Izzy Dame, who I think is really good as well, gets to be on TV. Do I think they need to wrestle more individually? Yes.
It seems like
Well,
Jensen
at
and
least
Nico were a team.
yeah, at least in Izzy's case, like she needs to wrestle
Yeah.
more. Like I think
Well,
she's really good. She just needs to wrestle more.
I think she'll start soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Um, but yeah, the only thing I really remembered about this match was like they won, and then the Cubs just started beating their ass.
Sure did.
And then Big Ishimura is back, and it seems like him and Briggs are going to be going for what seems to be the Dusty Cup, which that'd be interesting to me.
A Great
Oh, they
American
haven't
Bash is
announced
coming up.
they haven't announced it yet, but they were just like, we should be going for the tag team titles, but then he says like we should be going for something bigger. Um I don't really know what's bigger than winning the fucking championships in the brand that you're on, but that would allude to me that like, being a Dusty Cup like that'd be like the next big thing because I don't think they go into Raw or SmackDown or no shit. Um
I'd be okay with them winning the tag belts too.
oh yeah, no, that'd be perfectly okay with me. I like Hank and Tank. Them niggas not no Fraxium. So
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think Hank can take her holding those titles long.
and I'm okay with that.
Me too. I'm cool with that.
That's fine with me. Moving on, we got Stacks, Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Shout out to Booker T. Um, defeated Tony D'Angelo via pinfall in a singles match. I thought this match was really cool. The ending very puzzling to me. Um,
I didn't like this match.
th- I think everything was really cool. Like I thought the match was like fine, except like the slow bits where where I would honestly say that like Tony D'Angelo is sort of like in his Roman Reigns like sort of bag where like we're telling a story right now, and that story is not with anything like no wrestling moves. We're just talking and pacing, until we get like until like you crawl into the next spot, that sort of thing. Um, during the match finish when Tony D'Angelo basically had it won, he was just like, "Oh, hug me" or whatever, and then what is it? And then he just has a 1,000 yard stare because Crucifino is there, and that's when shit like this happens or like the match result like this happens and people are just like, oh, WWE makes the baby faces look fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I would use this as a shining example of that.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job of not doing that as much post Vince, but yeah, no, in a situation like this, it just done. I thought the match was just kind of slow, and I thought it was way too long, and I just lost interest after a
When
while.
when they were wrestling, I did enjoy this match. But then it goes into like a crawling slow pace because like Tony
We have
D'Angelo
to
just
get
needs to get into his
theatrics.
act. Yeah, it has to get into his acting bag real quick. And I was just like, that's not needed. Like what I like Tony D'Angelo most is his fucking wrestling ability. Like he is a phenomenal wrestler. I
Pretty good.
get like and like a lot of the story like on like we already got like a lot of the acting and a lot of the drama in their segments and stuff like that, which their segments and vignettes have been really good. We did not need any more of that here,
Oh,
especially
that's
for
slow
15
ass
minutes.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was long as fuck.
Um, but yeah, and then they do the stupid finish. But like when they were wrestling, I thought this match was fine. You know. Um, moving on, we got Stephanie Vacker versus Jordan Grace. Stephanie
Pretty
Vacker
good.
defeating Jordan Grace. I thought this was really good. It's cool with me. Uh,
Don't even matter anymore now, though. You know what I mean? Like, she don't
yeah,
even
it
matter.
doesn't matter anymore. But like, unfortunately, this is that match. Like, I did remember enjoying it when I was watching it, but
Yeah,
this is another one of those things that like, come Wednesday, no Von Wagner, I'm not gonna remember this. Or like, like bits and pieces of this. Like, I close my like, been a while since I said this, but close my eyes right now. I don't know what happened.
I don't either. I just remember the match being good. I didn't take
Yeah.
notes for this show. I took notes for for Double or Nothing, but not this show. I thought I would
Uh,
remember this, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't remember this match at all. I remember it. I liked it. I
mhm.
think Jordan Grace is really good. But I think at some point Jordan Grace needs to win this title, which is, I mean, it seems like they're building up. Actually, no, it doesn't. They're not.
That shit over with now.
Allegedly she's leaving. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those. It's the Logan Paul situation where I have like, if you keep putting this person in title matches, at some point they have to win the title. You can't
Hmm.
keep having them lose.
I agree. Um,
My Jey Uso thing, that's why I figured he'd be gonna win at Mania. I'm like, yeah, how many times are you gonna have him fight the dude and lose? Like at some point, you gotta pull the trigger.
yeah, you gotta win, nigga.
You gotta win at
Um,
some point.
but yeah, and as you alluded to, this match doesn't matter anymore. Um, and honestly, we're coming up on time, so like I want to just get into it now. Um, Stephanie Vacker and Jacy Jayne have a match, and Jacy Jayne wins.
I didn't see the show live. I think I was watching basketball, and I just like, I just so happened to look at the timeline. I saw Jacy Jayne
Yeah,
won the. I
I
was like,
I
what?
I open I was just like out and I like instinctually just opened Instagram
Yeah,
and I saw that. I went to just say HBK did what?
bro.
Um
I like
but
Jacy Jayne. It just came out of nowhere, bro. There was no real like key besides her getting
uh
slapped on Saturday.
yeah,
There were no real
it was very
tease or build to
sudden.
this. It was like, oh, what the fuck? It's
Um
no, go ahead.
I like some of the JC Jane matches. What the fuck she know about winning this championship?
That's what I'm saying.
She
Where's it?
fucking won it.
She's only had 3 matches. She had 2 matches before Tuesday this year.
Yeah. I definitely think
This
this
is
is
the
like
third match.
I think this is like a sudden decision. And what I do like about this, what I do like about this a lot, is one, the women's division is back. Like the juggernauts are out.
So
You
it's
feel
a full
me?
on reset. It's a full on reset.
Yes, this is your full on reset, and it's like starting with somebody who like more started at 2.0, you know?
Before
Um,
2.0, she was there before
oh
2.0.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I always equate Mandy's title reign with 2.0.
Well, she did. Mandy won the title in 2.0.
Oh, okay. But Jacy Jane just like been there, or like has she
Jacy
wrestled
Jayne, she was,
before?
yeah, she was like a
Well,
jobber. She was just doing jobs and
oh,
shit.
then that don't count, nigga.
That counts. Her name was, it's not like she had a different name or anything. It's Jacy Jayne.
Oh, was
Just
she? I don't. I, nigga, I remember Toxic Attraction. That's all I remember. But like a couple, yeah, I like that. Like it's back on. I'm gonna keep calling her a 2.0 talent. Um, in JC Jane, Fatal Influence succeeds finally. You know, um,
where were Jasmine Nix that whole time?
she was there. Well,
Well,
like
but
she
I'm saying,
wasn't there
why was
last
she
week.
gone? Why was she gone for like 3 weeks? She was like just not there, and they never explained it. She just wasn't there, and then she came back.
Yeah, she like lost a match, and I don't remember any post match happening that she got beat so bad that she couldn't show up for a few weeks.
She was gone.
Yeah, but that was really funny. And I honestly, the reception of it, I think, was like I thought this was like pretty well received. Like I didn't see anybody really slandering JC Jane.
I
Um,
did, but I mean, people are like,
uh,
all these great crampies they've had, and then they go to Jacy Jayne, but like, who cares? Um,
nigga, any
I'll t-
Hartwell's in that legacy, bro.
yeah.
Um,
Um, I'll tell you this much. I knew Triple H couldn't fucking wait. He was like, "Yo, we need her. We need her
yeah.
bad, bro."
And my
He
thing,
couldn't fucking wait. He said, "Yeah, she got to come with us."
and my thing is that like, um, the women's division, although not having, they've like, let's just dial it back a little bit. Let's just rewind a little bit. We lose Roxanne, we lose Julia, we're losing Stephanie Vacker, and then we're going to be losing Jordan Grace. That is four phenomenal talent that the women's division is losing in like less than 6 months. And I think that women's division is going to be A-O fucking K.
Nigga, Kendall Gray still is in the trenches in the bullpen waiting to warm up right now as we speak.
Like,
You know what I mean?
I,
Callie
I
Armstrong just won the Evolve Championship.
yeah.
She looked impressive.
like I saw a lot of people just being like they lost all these people. Like is like one person was just like genuinely asking like I don't watch NXT a lot. Like they just lost the people. Are they going to be okay? And a lot of people were just like yes. And
Yeah, man,
I
that
thought that was
shit's
also
stacked.
really great to see. Like and I even saw a tweet. I don't remember who it was, but I don't remember who it was. But he was just like the women they were the greatest women's division when it was just Roxanne.
Yeah, before they got there.
Yeah, and like yeah, and like you said, like we have Kendall Gray ready to go. I think Evolve just got like a whole bunch of new people. Tyra May Steele might be coming really soon. We still have
Well, we know
Jada
she's
Park.
coming, so
Yeah,
she
yeah,
won
we
the
know
she
she's
won the
coming.
show.
We still have Jada Parker. Carmen Petrovic is really good. Thea Hale's really good. You don't like her. You think she's just okay, but like, Tatum Paxley's really good. We still have Sol Ruka. We have Zarya. We have Kalani Jordan. Like, that is still a stacked
Nigga,
women's division.
Last
That is
Legends there. You know what I mean?
fucking crazy, bro.
I thought Lash should have won it. They should have gave it to Lash, low key. It's selfishly, I think
Yeah.
it should have been Lash instead of Jacy Jayne. Give it to Lash. Fuck it.
Um,
I think Lash is better than Jacy.
I'm not going to debate you. I don't know why they did this.
I don't. Yeah, Jacy Jayne being the choice is really interesting. I really want to see where they go from here.
I
That's a
like
hell of a choice. That if you would have asked me who was going to be the girl to
who
beat
I would
Julie,
have picked.
the Stephanie Vauquer,
Nigga, if
Jacy
you
Jayne
pick,
would have been like 50th, bro. I would have been picking TNA talent or some fucking Triple
nigga,
A talent at that
she
point.
wouldn't even be my first choice in Fatal Influence. And I like her a lot. I like Jacy Jane a lot. But I like
Oh
Fallon
man.
Henley more. So this was very sudden to me, but this is not a sudden decision that like bothers me. It makes me very optimistic about this women's division that they feel extremely comfortable with letting four juggernauts go and letting these women really hold their division on their own.
We haven't seen no shit like this since the Four Horsewomen
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
I mean, Bailey was a year later, but you know what I mean. Still, like the
Yeah.
three of them that left at the same time.
And what is it? I was talking to Justin about it. Like we just we were both like stunned when after watching it. Even though I saw the result, I was just like still they ended the match like that. It was and then she cheated, so like Vacker still has like a claim to like a title. Like she could have a title rematch. But honestly, if I'm getting called up, nigga, fuck that belt. Um
She gonna be on Raw, the Raw out there, Money in the Bank. Trust me.
yeah, I'm saying fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Like
she
put her
might
on.
be in Money in the Bank. Fuck it. It might
Yeah,
just throw her in
right.
the fucking match.
But yeah, like a sudden decision like this to let one of your last like really like top talent and one of your women that has like a lot of experience um to let that go. I to me that it could have just been like uh you know triple nose just calling HBK and saying, hey man, I need that. But to me it seems like that is like a lot of faith going on right now. And they're not going to be just be like suddenly gone tomorrow. Like, because even Carmelo Hayes was like pulling double duty before he left, but like, I don't see Vacker winning that back.
No, it's over.
So that still creates like the freeing feeling that I felt when I like saw this decision come together. Um, or when I saw the result of like NXT on Tuesday. So I'm really cool with that. Um, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Um, Move on to the next match. Obafemi versus Miles Bourne. Also another match where I was just like, we got something here, y'all boys.
I thought it was
Miles
a
Bourne is
very
really fucking good.
I thought it was a very basic match. Not like a bad way, just a very standard Obafemi beat him up for like half the match, and then he kind of had a little comeback, but it still wasn't enough. And then they have their back and forth, and that was the finish.
I was like,
Uh,
you're just like, the match was like wrestling Formula A.
yeah, very much like a template of like a regular match I've seen 10,000
Yeah.
times, and it wasn't
Like
bad. It was just a match that
it's
happened. I was like, that's cool.
yeah, it's Miles Bourne first NXT champion. I'm first championship match. Well, singles championship match for
That
sure.
might be his first match longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, so like I understand if it's going to be Formula A, but like Miles Bourne is really good. Like what is it? Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights when he had that match with Santana. really fucking good.
Like I said, Tanner's really good.
Yeah, well, Tavion Heights is no slouch as well. Like
Not Tavion's good. Tavion's good. It's
yeah,
fucking
but Santana is also really good, and it made me go, "Yeah, man, I'm so glad you got up out of there, dog." So sorry what happened to your brother, dog, but I'm glad you out there, bitch. That nigga about to glow. He about to glow the fuck up, son. Him and Trick about to go crazy. Um, but back to Obafemi and Miles Bourne, very standard match. Miles Bourne, like like first match longer than 10 minutes or whatever. He's gonna be fighting for his freedom next week, and set that nigga free, bro. Like let him
in a rounds match, buddy.
yeah, and around nigga you know
We're so fucking back, baby.
you know the you watch Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
You know that meme where it's like Hank smiling and then Hank frowning?
Hmm.
I was just like when Miles Bourne was just like, Charlie, if I beat you, I get to leave. And then Charlie Tipsy goes, yeah, I got you. I was like, all right, cool. I can't wait to see this. In a rounds match, nigga, I frowned it instantly. I don't want to see that shit in a rounds match, man. Just straight up do this shit, bro. Round match is ass. The rounds match is like is the only reason why I don't like Charlie Dempsey. Um, he's the only nigga that enforced these fucking rules, and I feel like he's never really gonna level up if he keeps like if rounds match is like his only fucking gimmick. Why can't you win it in one, nigga? Or why don't you want to win it in one? Why
He
always
wants
gotta
to
be a
beat you
rounds match,
twice.
man?
He wants the definitive.
This shit. I fucking hate rounds matches, man. It just makes no sense to me. Especially since like I wanted to like lead you gotta lead up to the 2 out of 3 falls, you feel me?
Well, it's not 2 out of 3 falls. It's a rounds match.
It's essentially a round smash, just all in one go,
No, it's
bro.
not. No, it's not.
It's
It's two different things.
no,
Completely different match.
barely. Um, okay.
Oh, it was cool.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
very
cool. It's
standard,
like
but it
light.
was cool. It was a good
Um,
showcase for Miles.
yeah. Trick Williams defeating Joe Hendry for the TNA championship.
They proved me wrong. I said this match was gonna stink. You know what? Pretty good.
Man, somebody serve me a crow right now.
You feel me? Because I
Fork
was.
and knife. Don't even take the feathers off that bitch. I'll eat lion right now. Um,
Excuse me.
I thought that match was really, really fucking great. I haven't been a I haven't really been a big fan of Joe Hendry at all. And Trick Williams, him and Javon was like they went crazy. But I think like after this match and winning it, and the fucking the promos he was fucking cutting on Tuesday. This nigga is here.
Let's figure it out.
Downloaded. Yeah, that software update is fire, bro. Um, loving it. This match really, really fucking great. Trick Williams is beating the mirror wrestler allegations. Um, this was really fucking good, man. Like I would, you know, expectations really fucking low. And even with it low, it like shot up into the fucking air. I was really impressed by this match. I was honestly stunned by how good it was because my expectations were so fucking low. Even Joe Hendry showed me a lot of good stuff. Like I didn't really like his match with him and Ethan. Um, I'm not really a big fan of Joe Hendry at all, but like I like this a lot. It was really really good to me. Like or good to me. I I don't want to say match of the year, but it definitely would be like a runner up because I still think like Javon Trick and Oba is like
Yeah,
gonna
I
be my
wouldn't go that
NXT.
far.
I was definitely gonna think is, but like it would be a men's runner up for sure.
I wouldn't go that far. I went 3.75 on it. Honestly, I went higher with the triple threat from last week with Sean Legacy and Javon and
That was really good too. That is definitely up
I
there.
I would put that over this main event. But I did like this main event. Also Booker T being a full on homework for Trick Williams. He'd
Oh
be
no,
like, yeah,
that's
that's my
fire.
guy, bro. When Trick
Yeah,
did the spin Rooney, and Booker's like, yeah, do it.
him
Do it.
him being straight up biased as fuck was fire.
I love that.
When Trick was doing leg layers or all sorts of shit, doing a bookend, blah, 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 he was just like, "Yeah, we was working on that. Yeah,
Well, he's my
I was training the fuck out of this nigga to beat the fuck out of Joe Henry, bitch.
man.
Fuck TNA, nigga. I thought that was really cool. Just pure bias from Booker T. I thought that shit was great. Um, then Santana, I'm very much looking forward to Trick Williams versus Santana. Hopefully that happens on a NXT pay-per-view.
This happened next week.
Oh, oh, okay, cool.
You see the part where when Santino came out? I was like, well, he didn't come out. He popped up on the screen. He's like, it's for next week. It's gonna happen next week. So
Oh,
I don't think.
I thought it was gonna when he came out. Sorry, I don't. I thought he was just gonna say like we're gonna talk about it like on Thursday or some shit. So
If I had to guess, I think Trick wins it probably by cheating, and they're gonna have Santana chase him a little bit longer. I do think Santana
yeah.
beats him, but
Hmm.
I don't think it's gonna be that fast.
Yeah, milk the fuck out of this shit. I think milk the fuck out of this shit. I think it would be great for Trick, and I think it would be great for Mike Santana.
Yeah, Trick should be at least do a couple episodes of Impact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like do something with this. And then
Yeah.
before we get into quick hits, everything that we didn't talk about that happened on NXT, um I was seeing like people just being like, "Oh man, Trick won the title." Like, what is it? The one tweet that I saw was like TNA is getting like cut by WWE or whatever, and I was just like, if this is getting cut, then what the fuck was Kenny Omega winning this shit?
Them getting cooked. um,
Like,
I can't say them getting cooked until I see the end result, which I think will be to get Mike Santana over,
yeah,
which is
like,
fine.
cause
Plus,
my
it's Joe
thing,
Hendry. Who gives a fuck?
yeah, and then like Santana ends up winning this, and then winning it back for TNA is going to be infinitely better than fucking Christian winning it for TNA.
He wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, like he won it back in TNA's honor, and then he wasn't even employed by them. And then
Yeah,
I don't even think he showed up. Like, I don't know. This partnership with NXT is very much bearing fruit. And I think with, the women had a lot of people, coming in that had a lot of experience, and they were like raising that division up, and more or less the women just being naturally like really fucking good, all that like brewed all together, and it made that women's division better. Since a lot of male wrestlers just love to go to AEW, I think they had to go to TNA and get
yeah.
some people to really do their thing, and then let that be that. And then I think like now the men's division are going to start having a lot of people coming from TNA, people who have a lot of match experience, really start helping these people. Um,
Not only that,
and
they got AAA guys coming in too now. Um,
yeah, which
that option is available now.
really looking forward to. Now quick hits: Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks or Ricky Saints. Um,
Good match. I like this match a lot.
yeah, the match was good. That chair, the cutter to the chair,
That was scary.
that nigga Ethan something else. Nigga is
I thought
okay.
the point like the leg of the chair was gonna catch Ricky in the eye or something like that. It was crazy.
Honestly, I felt like that probably would have been safer than what the fuck happened. Made that nigga eat all his goddamn teeth with
Mm.
the guy with the cutter. Um, but no, I thought that match was really good. And then it's going to be Javon, Ethan, Laredo Kid, and Ray Phoenix in a Fatal Four at Worlds Collide. That shit about to go fucking nuts.
Yo, they did doing whatever for Worlds Collide, bro.
I mean,
Throwing shit together.
I mean, that show really doesn't really hold like
That
large
show,
stakes, so it is what it
that show
is.
is straight vibes.
I'm fucking with it, bro. I think that's great.
That's a vibes show if
Yeah.
I've ever seen one.
What else am I missing on NXT? Ooh. Yeah, in
Let the main stuff
WWE.
out the way.
Yeah, in WWE, their results are only going to show me like matches. Jasper Troy made his in-ring debut and beat Dante Chen.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big he was.
Yeah, no, he a big nigga for real.
He's a big boy.
Um,
Got to work on that black hole slam though. I don't know why Dante Chin didn't run the ropes to give him a little bit more momentum in the black hole slam.
I think just inexperience
I need
for
a little,
both
I need
those
a little more
guys.
impact on that. Dante Chin
Yeah.
been in the company for like 10 years. You
I'm
better
just
figure this
saying
shit out.
he probably never taken a black hole slam before.
I'm sure Dante Chin has taken a back bump before. He doesn't take a damn whatever the fuck.
um then fine, just the inexperience of fucking Jasper Choi, nigga, whatever the fuck. But like niggas probably ain't got no chemistry or anything, bro. It is what it is. But yeah, um Jasper Troy and versus Oba should be cool. Oba does well when he wrestles big niggas.
I
So
I don't like this.
what?
I don't think they should have him come in there just to lose like that off the rip. It kind of he gotta kill his
I,
aura.
I feel like I feel like they'll have like a little more restraint and then have him like get more. We're definitely gonna see like a win streak thing going on. Um,
I just don't think his first feud should be with
yeah,
the world champ,
I
personally.
I do agree with that, but kind of is what it is. Because like Javon is gonna be fucking with Ethan again, which I'm not happy about that, honestly. Um, honestly, I think Wesley should be challenging Oba again.
I think Wesley should be not on NXT.
If he's gonna be in NXT, I wish he was gone too, but like if he's gonna or called up, not just like fight or anything, like called up. Um, if he's gonna be in NXT, I think him and Oba should run it back.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Um, and that's it for the show.
We ever
Um,
anything and nothing else happened?
not that I
Jada
can
Parker
recall right now.
Jada Parker beat um Tatum. Did we already discuss that?
Yeah, no, we just discussed the culling stuff, but yeah, Jada did that, and then Thea Hale came out, and it seems like Thea Hale and Jada Parker are gonna be doing stuff, and that's cool with me. I like Thea Hale a lot, so
Grown ass woman.
that's a grown ass woman.
Grown ass woman.
Um, so yeah, that's it. Thank you, Quan, for being patient with me. Starting off there. You can subscribe to us on Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. You can follow us on Twitter at the A Show RNC. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. He was mentioned by Dave Meltzer today.
Woo!
Big step up.
Yo,
You feel me?
bro.
We've graduated from our ads from Sean Ross Sapp and Rover and shit like that.
Now big Melter. Elon, I'm gonna beat Elon's ass when I see him one day because this nigga, bro. If I mute a tweet, I shouldn't still see the quotes in my mentions. I muted the
Mhm.
tweet. I don't want to see anything else from that damn tweet. I keep getting quotes in my mentions still. Please stop that. These fucking idiots in my group, my
What
damn mentions.
really
You can't read.
I want people that blocked. I don't want to see people that have blocked me. I really don't.
That too, because I hate
Um,
when I want to like reply to it. I can't even because the niggas
no,
because the nigga
not
blocked
even
me.
that. Sometimes, I be looking at replies every now and then. When somebody that blocked me made a really funny tweet, that should be annoying me, bro.
Yeah, I can't even
Fuck,
retweet
man.
it.
That shit made me laugh, man. Stop showing me that shit. That nigga blocked me. You a bitch. And if you want to block me, you can block me on Twitter at Cyrus on TWR. Um, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok in the show notes. We'll be back next week to just talk some AEW and NXT. Thank
We
you.
gotta. Are we doing are we doing
Prediction
a
for World
prediction
Collide?
for Worlds Collide? We might well do Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide next week.
Yeah. If the card is filled out for Worlds Collide by the time we watch the show, then sure. Um,
Oh, we forgot to announce. Lola Vice and Stephanie will be teaming at Worlds Collide to wrestle. them two young ladies in
And
NCAA. I don't know their names. Gotta be
yeah,
honest.
don't remember
I
their
don't
names
know.
either. It's
Maybe
been a
show them
long
some
day.
respect. Hold on, let me go look it up real quick.
I will show them respect on the prediction show. I want to close the show out.
All right, close the
Um,
show.
bye bye.